Welcome back to SwitchOff South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, as always, in proud collaboration to change cars and all things motoring. Today I have a small budget SUV crossover, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this vehicle, from the exterior look of the vehicle, interior look of the vehicle, the cars it competes with, because it competes with my favorite small budget SUV crossover, which is the Suzuki Fronx. I am going to tell you if this is better than that or you should opt for something else. And we're also going to tell you the most important thing in any review is the price of this vehicle. And speaking about the price, I'm going to tell you about insurance. You can get an insurance code in under 90 seconds through the Naked app. Click the link in the description box below to get your insurance code. See you guys at the end of this review so you can see my thoughts of this vehicle and whether you should get this or just stick to the Suzuki Fronx. So when it comes to the exterior look of the vehicle, so for me, I am a very picky person in terms of exterior look of the vehicle, more especially with these small crossover SUVs, because I'm not necessarily a fan of small crossover SUVs, except for the Suzuki Fronx. So actually, it's one of the vehicles that I really do like in terms of the shape. It looks very good. This Exter, I'm not necessarily mad at it. It's just that for me, the shape of the vehicle is not my cup of coffee. But up front, you get LED daytime running lights over here up top. Unfortunately, you don't get LED headlamps. You get halogen headlamps, and already that's a point to the Suzuki Fronx. Suzuki Fronx comes standard with LED headlamps, so it's something that you need to consider. But this color, I'm not sure what this color is called. I'm gonna try Google what this color is called and put it on the screen. But for the general knowledge, as you can see, the background is green. This is also a green, so this is some sort of green. Whether it's a, I don't want to say light green, but it's a good looking green, I must say. So you get your Hyundai badging up front over here, you get Exter badging over here. This car up front for me is just okay, nothing too fancy. When you move on to the side profile of the vehicle, you can see the shape of the vehicle. It's not a slanting roof lining at the back, it's a normal roof lining. Then you get these lovely what are these things at the top called again? Roof rails. I actually love the roof rails of this vehicle. They look like they can work for something, and I think you could put something on top with these roof rails. They look good. Moving on to the back of the vehicle, very simple. Hyundai didn't do too much in terms of the rear end of this vehicle. You get your Exter badging over there, your Hyundai badging over there. Very simple. For me, I like the simplicity that Hyundai has got with this vehicle. The overall, for me, it's not my cup of coffee, but I'm sure for you guys, it is something else. But let's get into the interior of the vehicle, and let me show you a few things that this car has that a VW Polo, although it doesn't compete with the VW Polo Vivo, but this has a few things that that car doesn't have. So when you get into the interior of the vehicle, it's a very simple interior. So let me just start the vehicle so I can straighten out the steering wheel. So straighten out the steering wheel just like that, very simple. I don't know why I keep making that beeping sound, but yeah, when you get into the interior of the vehicle, I actually do like it because there's this lovely leather wrap steering wheel. For me, it actually feels very good. On the left hand side, you get your volume control, track selection, and your mode for your radio and your calling. Then you have the star here. So the star is for your favorite. So if you wanna make, like, if you press it, it goes to something like your tracks. On this one, you can customize it. You press it, you can customize it there. You can make it your home. You can make it your radio, media, on and off. You can be quiet mode. Currently it's set to none. I'm gonna keep it at none. And then on the right hand side, you have what you can control up front here. So on the side, if you keep pressing, it'll show you what you can control. You can see your cluster, you can see your lights, your door, your convenience, your units, and reset everything. Then if you keep pressing, it will show you tire pressure. And this is actually a very good feature, that this car comes with tire pressure at the price this car's priced at. So this car's priced at under 300,000 rand. I'll tell you the exact pricing. So it's good. You can see over there. Hi, you see our one Teto over there passing. Hola. So as we're shooting, they're seeing, yeah, these guys, they see the car or what. It's good. Do your job, guys. Anyway, back to the car. Speaking about tire pressure, I like the fact that this car has tire pressure sensors, so you can see if you do get a flat, the car will tell you. You can see your tire pressure over there. Then if you press it again, it'll put you to your trip computer, where you can show you right now I've done 28 kilometers today and I'm averaging 7.9. That 7.9 is because the car has been idling, standing still, so obviously it'll keep going up. But speaking of fuel efficiency, I'll speak about it in the drive of the vehicle and tell you exactly that. But moving on to the side of the vehicle, here you get the touchscreen infotainment system, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get physical buttons on the left hand side and the right hand side, which I do like, but at the same time, this part is also touchscreen, so you can press phone, it'll show you people to connect. There's menus, everything over there, so that's fine. Looking into the lower end of the vehicle over here, you get manual climate control. I don't mind it, so because even when there's an automatic climate control, I never use auto climate control. I always set it myself, so this is fine. I don't mind it. Then you get a Type C USB port. So I really do love this. You get a Type C port, you get a 12-volt socket in the middle, and then next to it you get a Type A. So they're giving you a Type C port this side and a Type A and a 12-volt socket. It's a 5-speed manual. And yeah, as regards to the exterior, the seats that I'm sitting on, very good seats. They look good. The right Exter on them, I like them. But yeah, there's some cheap plastics on the side and here. But you must remember, it's a budget car, so everything needs to be done on a budget. But I'm glad that they didn't cheap out on the important things like a steering wheel and those digital instrument cluster and those things. But overall, interior, not the best, but it's livable for the type of car it is. Let's go for a drive and I'll tell you why I actually do like driving this vehicle. So when you move on to the drive of the vehicle, firstly, I need to show you the engine and tell you what this car is pushing. So this car is powered by a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated engine, which produces 61 kilowatts and 114 newton meters of torque. So the engine, it actually rides K1.2 here. So in case if you ever forget the cc's and the engine capacity of the vehicle, you can actually just look up here, it will tell you. But moving on to the drive of the vehicle, this car for me, for budget vehicle, small crossover SUV, it drives well. I actually do like driving this vehicle. The 5 is powered by a 5-speed manual gearbox. The clutch feeling is quite good. Moving through the gears is also quite good. The time where you'd feel like, maybe I needed more power or like more, just something a bit more. When you're uphill and maybe in a higher gear, you'd be forced to downshift here and there. But when you buy this vehicle, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know the type of vehicle it is. So you find yourself that you might need to hold it into a lower gear so you can do that mountain pass or a hill comfortably. But overall, for me, I've loved driving this vehicle. There's nothing I can say that over the drive of the vehicle, for me, it's not the one, but I actually do like it. Road imperfections handle quite well. Going over speed humps, also because of the ground clearance, being a small crossover SUV, is quite good. I've loved driving this vehicle. Then when you move on to fuel efficiency of the vehicle, so Hyundai claims you can do a 5.7 in this vehicle. I personally think that 5.7 can be achieved if you are trying to achieve that 5.7. If you're just driving normally, day-to-day driving the way you'd normally drive, going to work, going to school, whatever you'll be doing with the vehicle, you'll be looking at around 6.7, 6.9 in terms of fuel efficiency. But if you set yourself out today and be like, you know what, today I really want to see my car's fuel efficiency, then I think you'd get to that 5.7 because you'll be driving it slowly, you know, those type of things. But normal driving, you'll be looking at your late 6. Then yeah, as regards to the fuel efficiency, let me tell you whether you should get this and the price of the vehicle, whether you should get this over Suzuki Fronx, Toyota Stella Cross, those type of things. I'm going to tell you that and the price of this vehicle and how much this car would cost in terms of insurance. So actually, you know, there's something that I forgot to mention, that this car comes as standard. So you get rear sensors and a reverse camera. You know, when you just tested a car that doesn't have these things, and you get into a car that has these things, you're gonna start appreciating those things. But if you guys are new on the channel, just watch my previous video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's speak about this vehicle in terms of pricing, the competition, and whether should you get it or should you consider it or should you leave the car alone completely. So pricing of this vehicle, you can get into a Hyundai Exter for just over 260,000 rand. I'll put the correct pricing on the screen. That's with the premium. And then there's the executive, which is this one. Then there's the elite, you know, the elite class. The elite is closer to 330,000 rand, correct pricing on the screen. This specific one, this is the executive 1.2 manual. So this car is priced at 290,000 rand. Honestly, I think the fact that it's under 300,000 rand, it's a good thing from Hyundai. It's under 300,000 rand, so more people can afford this vehicle. But when you look at what else you can get for under 300,000 rand, that's where now it becomes a point of, okay, now do I buy this vehicle? Do I look at the competition? Do I consider it? Or do I just leave it all alone? My personal thought of this vehicle is, honestly, don't leave it all alone, because it is a very good vehicle. Like, it's a very good vehicle, but it has stiff competition. Whether you're looking at Suzuki, which is the Suzuki Fronx, or the alternative to the Suzuki Fronx, which is the dupe of the Suzuki Fronx, is the Toyota Stella Cross. Those vehicles alone, put it alongside this vehicle, a lot of you guys will be moving to the Suzuki Fronx. But before I just wrap up the review about that, so if you head over to the Change Cars Vehicle Finance calculator for this vehicle and you put 290,000 Rand onto the Change Cars Vehicle Finance calculator at an interest of 12.25%, no deposit, no balloon payment, over a period of 5 years, which is 60 months, you're looking at paying 6,500 Rand for this vehicle. So if you're looking for insurance, you can get insurance code for this vehicle over the Naked app. Remember, click the link in the description box below and you will see how much you can get for this vehicle for insurance, whether the vehicle is this one or the vehicle is the one that you guys have right now in your garage. Remember, click the link in the description box below and you'll get an insurance code. I'll put how much this car costs if I were to get insurance code for this vehicle on the screen right now, to the left of the screen, to your right of the screen. So yeah, this is the Hyundai Exter. And back to that important question, should you buy it over Suzuki Fronx? Honestly, no. The Suzuki Fronx is just something else. Like, I really love that vehicle. So no, don't buy it over Suzuki Fronx. Should you leave this vehicle just don't buy it at all? No. Should you consider it? 100%. There's people that love the Suzuki Fronx, like myself. There's people that don't like the Suzuki Fronx. I don't know those people, but if they are there, this is a good alternative. This is a good alternative from Hyundai. So something to consider if you don't want a Suzuki Fronx. Maybe because you think there's too many Suzuki Fronx, get this vehicle. I don't think if you were to get this vehicle, you'd regret buying this vehicle, because it is a good vehicle overall. There's people that would like the design. I am not mad at the design, I'm just not a fan of the design. But I've told you everything you need to know about this vehicle, from the exterior of the vehicle, interior of the vehicle, pricing of the vehicle, insurance of the vehicle, and competition. So it's very important to listen to what I say. Consider this vehicle, but if you just want a word from me, this or Suzuki Fronx, Suzuki Fronx. I'll see you guys on the next video. It's very interesting. We're doing a comparison on the next videos. Two Buckies, and it's two Buckies that are not a Ford and it's not a Toyota. So comment down below what you think that will be. But yeah, I'll see you guys on that video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to 50,000 subscribers on this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Nicky Nash in Park Rubbish and Change Cars. If you're looking for insurance, head over to the Naked app. Link in the description box below. I'll see you in the next video.